Any WWE fans in the house? I know, right? This is my record breaking 3 live streams in one day. And I'm just gonna keep this open till about another, I don't know, 30 minutes. I'll close it at 11. Fuck it. Man, I'll tell you what, I kind of watch wrestling off and on, but man, I'll tell you, I I've been hearing about The Rock turning heel, and so I watched his entry into the bloodline. And I'll tell you what, I'll tell you what, I was watching that segment, and like Roman Reigns comes out, and he's out with well, who's he out with? He's out with the Usos, and then they introduced The Rock. And the only thing I would have to say is The Rock should have came out to the Hollywood Rock from '02, but it looked more like the corporate ministry Rock. And I'll tell you what, they were in Salt Lake City, and The Rock just, man, The Rock just completely turned the whole building upside down. The whole place. He roasts the entire state of Utah. Just straight fire. The Rock at 52, I mean, he's 52 years old, still has it in him to this day. Kind of makes you reminisce about them days of being a kid. I'll tell you, The Rock is straight fucking fire. Now go home and smoke some crack. Man, did you see the first gimmick, CPG? The first one? When he was talking about inbreds and all that, bruh. This motherfucker here said, you tell your 50 wives. I just straight lost it. I said, oh my God. He called him, he said, you sit there with your fat asses, your fat ignorant asses. I'm like, bruh, I was laughing so hard. I almost died. I needed that laugh, man. I'm telling you, man. It made me want to be a kid again when I saw The Rock out there. The only thing is they should have gave him the Hollywood gimmick. They should have let him come out to the Hollywood theme in '02. That would have been nice. But The Rock, he came out, he just straight fucking killed it. He said, you sit there with your fat, ignorant asses because you know the truth. I'm like, bruh, man, he broke every cancel culture gimmick in like the history of like cancel culture. He was roasting the fans, and the fans were still cheering him, bro. This shit was epic, man. And then they would boo him, and like The Rock was trying to give the fans a chance to boo him because he would like talk and like stop to hear the boos, but they were still cheering him. It was hilarious. They like loved it, man. It's like the battered wife syndrome. You know like that. I mean, I hate to compare it to battered wife syndrome. It's kind of like, or like Stockholm syndrome. It's like that shit, man. Man, I'll tell you, I missed the SmackDown segment for both The Rock's appearance, and he killed it, man. He killed it. I loved it, every bit of it. He said, you sit there with your fat, ignorant asses. I was like, bruh. He was calling them inbreds. He said, you with your 50 wives. I'm like, what the fuck? This dude is straight fucking fire, man. You know, at first, I asked myself, The Rock versus Roman, everybody's crying about it. Well, Cody deserved his chance. And I'm like, I understand that, Cody's eventually going to win the belt. But like everybody knows it's going to be Cody versus Roman at Mania. And like Cody's supposed to win. So no one's going to be talking about WrestleMania like that because you're supposed to expect it. So then when they said it was going to be The Rock versus Roman, it started making people talk a lot. So I kind of knew that that's what they were doing. Because one thing that WWE is good at is they like to shock value and they like to get people talking. And so when they put The Rock versus Roman at Mania, I knew right there it was all shock value, and everybody was talking. And then they just switched it up. Now they put The Rock joining the Bloodline, and The Rock's just killing it. He's just fucking killing it. Phoenix, Arizona is number one in the country for meth and crack use. See, I missed that one. That was last week's episode. But the one 2 weeks ago in Salt Lake City, he killed it. CPG, I'm going to go watch that one now. I'm going to go watch that segment in Phoenix. Man, that motherfucker straight fucking is fire, The Rock, man. My only regret is that The Rock should have came back to wrestling. But he's a movie star, so I get it. This is what I guess I don't understand. Help me out here. So Roman Reigns is just surpassed the 1,280 day mark of the title. So he's approaching 1,300 days. Well, Hogan's record is 1,474. So they need Roman to hold the belt, and I did the math. He needs to hold it till September the 13th, which would be a SmackDown on a Friday, to tie Hogan's record, and then he would have to hold it the following day to break it. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. So I thought the whole purpose was to break Hogan's record, but that means he's going to have to win at Mania, and he's going to have to win at SummerSlam. So that pretty much means that Roman would have to hold the belt till Mania following year. I don't know if the WWE wants to pull the trigger and make him, win it at Mania. I mean, just to say he beat Hogan. But then again, what are you going to do if you don't break it? Then you're going to say, well, what's the point of him holding the belt this long? So that's why I'm kind of wondering, what if Cody loses at Mania again? And then is that pretty much the end of it? Or what are y'all going to do? Y'all going to have push for SummerSlam maybe? Or the following Mania? Third time's a charm? I don't know if they should do that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking maybe they should stick with the Rock. Yeah, the Rock is still hilarious. Absolutely. Yeah, man, the Rock is just straight fucking fire, man. I love that guy. I love the fucking Rock. The Rock is just, man, that heel turn is fucking just straight fire. Straight fire, man. The Rock. Man. Dude. Man. I'll put it to you like this. I think that I don't think it really matters if Roman Reigns beats Hogan's record. I think it's pointless for consecutive days. I mean, but then again, you made him hold the belt this long. You might as well let him hold it till fucking Mania next year. That means he'll be well over 1,500 days. I think that's what WWE is going to do. I think they're going to have Roman hold the belt for another year. I think so. I have this crazy hunch that it's going to happen. I know the fans want Cody to win. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think it matters. I mean, like, okay, Cody wins the belt. He's going to be like Drew McIntyre. It'll be exciting, I guess, for the night. And maybe that Raw, he'll come out and somebody will challenge him. But then you know how that ends. It ends up getting stale. I don't see Cody Rhodes as like a guy that could hold the belt and just be exciting to watch. It's just kind of like, okay, he had his Mania moment. That's kind of, and I guess that'll be the end of him. He may have a short title run. He'll eventually lose the belt. And it's just, I don't know, man. I mean, I get why they want Cody to hold the belt. I just don't see any excitement from it. You know what I mean? Like it just be like, okay, he won. Oh, wow. It's nothing personal. It's just, I just don't see Cody as a champion, man. I don't like, and if it is, it'll just be something short term, like maybe a couple of months or something. Just to say they gave it to him. I guess that makes sense. I'd rather see CM Punk with the belt. I think CM Punk would create a lot more buzz than a Cody Rhodes would. Maybe that's just me. No, they build they're doing is definitely for Cody to beat Roman this time. Okay, well, I mean, if that's what they want to do, that's cool. I mean, I guess, so Roman's not going to beat Hogan's record then. So I guess Roman will have the belt for like 1,300 and something days by Mania. I think it'll be like 13, 15 or some shit. I guess. I mean, if that's what they want to do, I guess that's the call of WWE. I can't control it. He'll be close to Hogan's record, but I guess he won't break it. And I hope The Rock actually. I wouldn't mind seeing like The Rock actually put Cody over. Like he'll fight Cody probably at Backlash or something, or like whatever that next pay per view is. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do from here. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving the Rock heel gimmick. I'm loving that shit. I think he was pretty cool. You know. Y'all think John Cena got a match at Mania? Against who though? Like I don't know who Cena would fight. Yeah, I saw Sting's last match, Marvin. That was with Darby, I think, and he had a tag match. And it was his last match, officially. He's been wrestling since 1984. Or 1985, I think, till now. Like almost like 40 fucking years. I mean, Sting deserves a retirement, man. It's time for him to go back. The only thing I wish Sting would have came out to his WCW theme song, you know? I wish he would have came out to that. But, whatever. I mean, I like Sting, I wish him a happy retirement. Man, WrestleMania is going to be exciting, guys. I don't know if you guys are excited for Mania. I am. I'm excited for WrestleMania. It's going to be exciting, man. It's just The Rock came back and he really just electrified the whole building and the whole storyline. So I want to thank The Rock for coming back, man. I really want to thank him because it's like, yeah, kind of like, okay, we know Cody's going to beat Roman. And The Rock comes back and he just makes it so exciting. I'm wondering who The Rock's going to fight at Mania then. Who The Rock should fight. That's going to be interesting there. If it's going to be, of course, Roman and Cody, then who The Rock's going to fight. The Rock's got to have a match. I guess just for shits and giggles, you know what I would like to see? The Rock versus Stone Cold. I mean, I get it. They fought before. But Stone Cold said he's in perfect shape. I wouldn't mind seeing Stone Cold and The Rock fighting again. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be the best match. But I wouldn't mind taking a teaser at it. Stone Cold and The Rock. I think that would be amazing if they can get them two to fight. Maybe like Stone Cold can come out and say, I'm tired of you, like, pushing Cody around or something. So Stone Cold and The Rock. Stone Cold calls The Rock out for Mania, and then The Rock says, I'm not afraid of you, blah, blah. I'll take the match. And just accepts it. So it'll be Stone Cold and The Rock at Mania. Like, that would be cool. I think so. I mean, wrestling has gotten very, very interesting lately. I hope that they stick with this storyline and, see where it goes. Because I know Mania after Cody wins is going to be like, what is the strategy going to be from there? They got to give him some successful title runs, obviously. I think Roman Reigns is probably going to take a... You think he's going to take a break? I mean, yeah. I could see Roman Reigns taking a break, but then who runs the bloodline? It's like, is The Rock going to run the bloodline in Roman's absence? I mean, I'm curious to know. I guess, curious to kill the cat, what they're going to do with that. But man, I'll tell you, if you guys got to go watch The Rock. The Rock is just straight fire. The Rock, man, has come back to Salt Lake City. Man, I'll tell you, man, I love The Rock, man. That guy is so exciting to watch. I was blessed to go to one WrestleMania. And no, it wasn't the WrestleManias in Houston. I went to one WrestleMania. And it was WrestleMania 30. I went to WrestleMania 30 when the Undertaker streak ended um, to Brock Lesnar, and then Daniel Bryan had to win that match at the very beginning against Triple H, and then he ended up winning a. He had to win the tag, or was it the triple threat match? I think at the main event to against Randy Orton and Batista, and Daniel Bryan won. That was when they kept burying him. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, how time flies. I won WrestleMania 33 in Orlando where Roman Reigns beat The Undertaker in a retirement match. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. I'll tell you, man, wrestling's excited, man. It makes you want to be a kid again. I wish I could just rewind the clock back a little bit. Yeah, I went to the WrestleMania 30. The WrestleMania 34 was in New Orleans, and I was thinking about going, but I never did. Oh, I regret that. And of course, they've been to Houston twice. I think it was in 2005, and then there was another one. I forgot. They've been to Houston twice. You know. Yeah, it's the wrestling channel for tonight. I'm just talking about wrestling right now. The Rock is straight fire, man. Man, that guy's amazing. The Rock has come back to Salt Lake City. I mean, The Rock was just fire, man. He just roasted that whole fan base, man. He roasted everybody in Salt Lake, dude. He even said the Jazz lost to the Bulls twice, and they didn't deserve to play the Bulls twice. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, damn. This guy here is straight fire, man. Yeah, The Rock is back. Yeah, he's back wrestling, man. Go watch his promo, man. It's just for 2 weeks ago, he joined the Bloodline. He roasted the shit out of Utah, man. Then he roasted Phoenix too, apparently last week, but I didn't get a chance to watch that one. The Rock is, man, I mean, I'm telling you, man, he's back, man. At 52, The Rock has still got it. I'm like, bro. The Rock is 52 and still can do his shit. I'm telling you, The Rock is just one of a kind, man. You cannot beat The Rock, man. The Rock is the most entertaining wrestler of all time, man. I mean, of course, there's other wrestlers, but I would have to say The Rock cuts the best promos in professional wrestling. Like, nobody beats his roast, man. It's just amazing watching him. Oh, I didn't know that. Like I said, The Rock is amazing, bro. That dude is straight fire, man. Are you guys wrestling fans too? Because I am. I mean, like, The Rock is back, and dude, it's just straight fire, man. Everybody loves The Rock. Everybody, you know. You just you just can't beat that, man. I mean, The Rock's a great movie star. He's an entertainer. Now he's a wrestler, man. Well, he's back as a wrestling. My bad. He's always been a wrestler, but he's a straight up fire. Why he was part of an elitist plan to buy people's homes, and oh, I didn't know that. Holy shit. Well, that I didn't know. Well, damn. Well, as far as wrestling is concerned, I think he's pretty much killing it in the ring. You know. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, holy shit. Yeah, because I remember those fires that happened in Hawaii, and I heard about The Rock and Oprah, but I didn't know that's what they were doing. You know. Wow, you learn something new every day. I didn't know the whole story. Does that make sense? I didn't know. I thought I didn't know what was going on. Wow. Well, that's crazy. Well, let's just say, just for him being in the ring for wrestling, he's very entertaining. And I don't know. I mean, he can still cut promos on the mic, and I mean, he's just straight fire in the ring, man. I don't know if The Rock's having a match at Mania. Who's he gonna fight? I'm thinking Stone Cold. Put him in the ring with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Thanks. The Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock at WrestleMania 40. I mean, make it happen, man. Stone Cold says he's in good shape, that he's in wrestling shape, and he can probably do another couple of matches. I'm like, fuck it, do one with The Rock, and then have him beat The Rock at Mania. I guess roll The Rock's heel, Stone Cold be face. I mean, you could have technically had The Rock win that match too, but I mean, you can make it like decent, like feud. Have you guys ever he for him is doing what he loves, more power to him, but he's getting involved in politics. Yeah, that I agree with. Um I would say that if The Rock was smart, man, he should run with Tulsi Gabbard for the Democratic Party and try to reshape that Democratic Party and refix it. But I doubt that'll happen. But that's just my opinion. And I'm telling you, is a wife is a wife darling? What's that? Tulsia. Damn, you know a lot about politics. Well, not to throw a shade of politics in here, but apparently Sheila Lee Jackson, or I think it's her name, won the Houston 18th District representative again. And she beat out Amanda something. Can't think of her name, but um, she ended up winning the 18th district today, and I can tell you I wasn't really happy about that. I'm like, bruh, really, Houston? Y'all voted for her again? Come on, man. And wait, let's just say she doesn't run the 18th district very well. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. But she ended up winning again, and I'm just very shocked. I mean, I know Houston's a liberal city, but they're more progressive left. They're not really like far, far left. That's why I'm very shocked that they would re-vote for her back in. You know what I'm saying? So that was a shocker there. Well, at least Senator Ted Cruz won the third term or whatever. He won his primary by a landslide. So that's good, I guess. Gabbard is a great woman. The devil in the flesh. Yeah. She graduated from World Economics Forum program. Yeah, Sheila Jackson won the damn 18th district in Houston. I was just disappointed. They just announced it like an hour ago. I'm like, oh, God, not again. I'm just going to say this in a nice way. She didn't do too well of a job. Prior times that she won. She just keeps finding ways to win, I guess. And the city of Houston votes her in the 18th district, which is almost the vast majority of the damn city. It's unbelievable that she won again. I'm shocked. I thought for sure she was going to lose because she had lost, as the mayor in the race to become the mayor. We got John Whitmire that's in right now, which he's endorsed actually by the Republican Party, despite the fact that he's a Democrat. He's a progressive left. He's more of a moderate, mid-center left instead of like progressive far left. I would compare him to probably like if I had to compare him, I probably would compare him to probably Bill Clinton. Somebody who's just slightly left, but not far left. I mean, he's also pro-military, pro-police. He wants to fight the crime, repeat offenders thing. He wants to start tackling crime, stuff like that. Putting more police units on in the city here, which that's what he's doing. And he wants to fix the potholes, which I already see construction kicking off right away on some of these roads. So that's good. So I mean, he's okay. Not all Democrats are bad, I guess. Some of them are easy to work with. John Whitmire is probably one of those kind of guys, a little bit easy to work with. And of course, Governor Greg Abbott endorses him. So I guess that's a good thing. Maybe we'll have to wait and see. I'm from Texas. Has been a pawn for the global elites for years. Oh shit! Look a record up with Davis. Oh shit! Devil, I'm gonna have to look that up. Man, I'm gonna have to look that up, man. Wow, you learn something new every day, I guess. You learn something new, you know. Like I was given an idea the other day. They said, "What do you think could fix the Democratic Party?" And I said, "Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you." I said, "You're probably gonna need somebody that's like a little left, but not far left." I'm thinking somebody like if I was like to make comparison, like Kennedy Jr. or whatever that guy's that's running, somebody like that. You need a '90s style Democrat, probably that'll fix the party. Like that's the only like option at this point. You know, another guy that I like. He's left, but he's not far left. He's more progressive left. That would be like our former police chief, Art Acevedo. Man, that guy was a freaking beast. He did a very good job. He sort of like was like the Trump left, if that made sense. They were comparing him to Trump of the left, and I was like, well, I mean, he had a tough stance on crime. He was calling judges out for letting repeat offenders go. Um, he wanted to tackle the issues of like poverty and all that stuff here. Um, he was against any stimuluses that was being passed in Houston for like stimulus checks. He was totally against it, which is really shocking because usually Democrats are in favor of that. And Art Acevedo spoke out against it and said that I don't want to raise the deficit. I don't want to do anything that's going to raise the taxes here in the city. He wanted to lower taxes, and and I liked him a lot. He just wasn't very popular here because he also wanted to go after like the corruption in the police force, but they raced him up out of here though. You know, Nikki Haley dropped out. Probably not. Our parties are both broken. Two wings of the same dragon. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, you're right. That's why I said I'm not voting. I'm not taking any part in that. But yeah, I liked Art Acevedo as police chief. I mean, I think honestly, I think he would do a wonderful job as as I wouldn't say run as president, but maybe like somewhere on the cabinet. I'm just giving ideas on how they could fix the left. I'm just looking from the outside. Because they need a lot of rebuilding, man. I think the '90s Democrats were probably reasonable, more reasonable under the Bill Clinton administration than probably any party after that. You know, like I said, you know. But again, I'm just, I'm looking from the outside in. Both parties I think have their corruption. At the end of the day, it's they're all basically peas of the same pod. So, you know, this country's really been divided for so long. That's why it's hard to come together on certain issues. You know, is Texas still burning? From the Panhandle, I heard. From what I heard, I don't think it beats the 2006 wildfire or the other one. On the topics of WWE, I'm so indifferent to the product now that I really don't care if Hollywood Rock. We know it's going to happen. We're going to repeat 2014 Daniel Bryan type shit. Ah, well, yeah, that's true. Nah, you guys got to see the The promos that Rock cut, man, the last 2 weeks. He roasted Phoenix and Salt Lake City. Man, did a great job. Oh, hell, as independent president of the United States, I will fix the Democratic Party. Maybe you will. This guy definitely sleeps with his cousin. That's fucked up that you would say something like that. I don't mess with anyone in my family like that, bro. It's fucked up you'd say that. You know. Maybe we will fix it. I don't know. So what do y'all think is going to happen at WrestleMania? Y'all think, man, if Roman beats Cody, oof, fans are going to be pissed. Maybe that needs to happen, you know, and then Cody can win at SummerSlam. I don't know. I don't know. I just think if Cody wins at Mania, I think it's just going to be boring. It's going to be stale. The tag team, so The Rock doesn't have to do as much. Yeah, absolutely. I kind of want to see The Rock versus Stone Cold at Mania, but I think Austin's still got another match in him. I wouldn't mind seeing The Rock and Stone Cold. I wouldn't mind. Man, I'll tell you, man, The Rock, those promos he cut was just epic. What do you think happens to Vince McMahon? I don't know. I don't think he's going to jail because he's old now and he's got another crappy movie he needs to make. Yeah. Like I said, you know, the Democratic Party would look decent if they had The Rock running as the vice president and they put Tulsi Gabbard as the main president running for the Democratic Party. They probably would beat Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Probably, you know, because of popularity amongst those two, they would render, I think, enough popularity to surpass Joe Biden. But I guess they want Joe Biden to go up against Trump again, which kind of makes sense because that's kind of like what everybody knew was going to happen. It's going to be Trump versus Biden again. Another fiasco in the endeavor of who wins the presidency this time. And yeah, it's wow. That's all I got to say. I'll leave it at that. Roman better beat Cody. You think so? Really? You want, you know, see, this is the thing, man. Everybody wants Cody to win. I'm kind of like, I want Roman to win. Only because I want him to beat Hogan's record just because, you know, you had him hold on to the belt for this long. Just let him break Hogan's record. Get to about 1,500 days and then just end the shit. You know? Like right at 1,500. Just boom. And end the streak. You know, the streak ends. I was at Mania when the Taker lost to Brock. Man, I tell you, the whole stadium was just empty. Like, wow. The whole stadium, man. No one wanted Taker to lose. And it was just like, wow. It was just like, you know, everybody wanted The Undertaker to keep the streak. Yeah, I love The Rock. I want him to LeBron James this shit. Gonna be in the Hollywood movies. Fuck that. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I'm a big fan of wrestling. And The Rock is going to WrestleMania. I wonder who he's gonna fight though. Who is The Rock gonna fight? I'm thinking Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't think there's anybody else for The Rock to fight. Unless he fights The Undertaker, but I don't know if Undertaker would want to come back and fight a match with The Rock. And I don't even think that would make sense. You know? I mean, they could pull that off. 2020 Roman heel turn was the greatest thing for WWE. Yeah, it did. It did. LeBron James reached 40,000 points. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. 40,000 for LeBron. That's interesting. I think LeBron's got one more ring in him, and that's it. Now, I think he could win maybe one more time, but he'd have to do it in the next 2 or 3 years. He's probably got like 2 or 3 years to do it. After that, that's about it. It did save wrestling. I'll agree, Sentinel. That I agree with. Would you want to see Rock and Roman? If that is to happen, it had to be at Mania next year or SummerSlam, maybe. I could see maybe doing that for SummerSlam. The Rock and Roman at SummerSlam? Oh, shit. And let's say Roman's not the champion, but he just comes in as just like a regular Joe, and he goes against The Rock. Wow. For SummerSlam, maybe. That would be cool. And how fast life is going by, man. The Rock's already 52. Think of how that sounds, man. Wow. It's just all your favorite wrestlers as you were a kid just were all like either old or they passed on. Y'all hear about Vincent? He died the other day. A.K. Virgil from WWE. Rest in peace to Vincent, man. Oh, man, I love that guy. Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, rest in peace to Vincent from WCW, a.k.a. Virgil from the WWF, back when it was still WWF. I'm gonna miss it, man. I really am. I'm gonna miss Virgil. Man, I don't know if you guys have been watching the podcast lately, but go watch Disco Inferno's podcast, dude. That dude's been killing it on his podcast, bro. Like making really good shows and talking about his days in wrestling, and he's been spilling a lot of secrets and stuff. I like that guy, man. Disco Inferno. Like how his character got created and all that, dude. It was amazing. You know. I'm a big Disco Inferno fan. Do you think they should bring back King of the Ring? Not really. King of the Ring is not what it used to be. It's just like they'll put 8 guys, random guys, and then it'll be like, and the guys they put in there, it's not even like good matches. So nah, I don't like it. I don't like if they try to bring it back now. Nah, King of the Ring sucks. No more King of the Ring. Just keep wrestling what is now. Don't try to overdo it. Keep wrestling where it's at. Oh yeah, I'm so excited for WrestleMania. I really am. I really can't wait. I think it's April 7th. I think so, if I'm correct, or April 9th. Where is WrestleMania at this year? Oh, Philadelphia. I think it's Philadelphia. Next year, I do not know. Just know this year it's in Philly. So if you're the city of brotherly love, you get yourself some WrestleMania tickets, because I would love to go. Yeah, that Rock, man, he's been killing it. Dude is straight fire. Mm-hmm. I went to WrestleMania 33 in Orlando. Crispy Cruiser, you did? That's cool. Luck, yes. I would have loved to go to I would have loved to go to another Mania, you know? I was blessed enough to go to one WrestleMania. There's WrestleMania 30. And then I went to one Royal Rumble in 2017 when Randy Orton won. Randy Orton won the Rumble. So I went to that one. You know, I've been to some Raws and SmackDowns, shit like that, but those are the only two like pay-per-views I've been to, you know. So I went to Royal Rumble 2017 and I went to Mania 30 in 2014. And they inducted the Ultimate Warrior in the Hall of Fame and Kane. Kane also was in there too. They inducted him in the Hall of Fame. I think Lita did too. I'm not sure. I think it was Lita. I forgot all the inductees, but I know. I think also Paul Bearer was there too. They inducted Paul Bearer because that's when Paul Bearer passed away. So they inducted him in the Hall of Fame. And then Ultimate Warrior gave a speech, and then he went on Raw and did like this epic speech in New Orleans because like Monday night was the next Raw, and Ultimate Warrior gave this crazy speech, and then after that he died the next day. Like literally, he died. It was like, what the hell? What the fuck? Like, how did that happen? Many conspiracy theorists said that Vince McMahon had him killed or something like that, but I don't necessarily know if that's true. But you know, it's just all speculation, that sort of shit. You know, but yeah, you know, that's wrestling for you. But anyways, yeah, that rock gimmick was badass. The Rock coming back saved wrestling. It did. But anyways, guys, I'm heading on out. I just want to know, want to talk a little wrestling, but yeah, I got to get up early. So y'all take care, man.